Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to talk about the song that has the feminist stylistics from the single song made by Queen Latifa with the title U.N.I.T.Y, with the spelling U.N.I.T.Y. But first thing first, we will talk about the feminist stylistics itself. It is defined as the sub-branch of stylistics which aims to account for the way in which gender concerns are linguistically encoded in text, and which attempts to do so by employing some of the frameworks and models pertaining in the stylistics toolkit. So the feminist stylistics, it is the stylistics that included as the sub-branch, and it has the aim for the way on how which gender are focused. So it's like the linguistic that only focuses on one gender and also linguistically encoded in text, and also it has the gender concerns that can encompass as a plurality of meanings, which has given rise to the multifaceted perspectives. So if we talk about the song itself, the U.N.I.T.Y from the Queen Latifah's, it was Latifa's third album in 1993, from the Black Rain, that turned a critical eye back on her own community. The hit U.N.I.T.Y issued a direct retort to sexist men who had made the terms and go to the descriptors. In it, she poses perhaps the most important question in 90s pop culture: who you calling a? The song also addresses the sexual harassment, domestic violence, the cycle of violence within the black community, and the ways black female sexuality had been objectified in life and art. In one verse, she's asking about had been objectified in life and art. And then she asking about who you calling a. And in the next, she turns to the woman and demands, you gotta let him know or you ain't the big who. She places the responsibility on the shoulders of the man perpetuating sexual stereotypes and the women allowing them. Latifa has said she was inspired to write the song at a fraternity picnic in Philadelphia, where she was incensed by the misogyny she witnessed. She got angry, but the winning emotion that day was a desire to unify. In 1995, Latifa won the Grammy Award for the Best Rap Solo for performance for the U.N.I.T.Y. It was the first time a woman took the honor. The song remains the biggest hit of her career and the most influential. MC Lyte, another pro-woman rapper of the Bush and Clinton eras, who is also a good friend and contemporary of Latifa's, told Billboard in 2014 that U.N.I.T.Y is one of the most important songs in hip-hop. Why? Because it was extremely impactful for the genre of hip-hop to finally hear a strong voice of a positive black woman speaking about uplifting young women. To date, it's still one of my favorite songs because it has really strong energy to support the young women. And then the importance of hip-hop in the early 1990s cannot be underestimated. The song of N.W.A., Tupac Shakur, and Public Enemy told the stories of struggle, injustice, and identify within a community largely misrepresented by the media and all but forgotten by politicians. It was powerful. It provoked controversy to the tune of congressional hearings and FBI inquiries. It was a force that shook the complacent nation of the 1980s back to the reality of the world. So, for the conclusion, in receiving an Emmy nomination this year for her role as a bisexual, hard-partying the Depression era blues singer and HBO's biopic of Bessie Smith, Queen Latifa has broken yet another barrier in her career. There doesn't seem to be an area of the entertainment industry she can conquer. Music, TV, film, daytime talk, and she continues to break ground by making true provoking art. It's the approach she's taken since she introduced herself to the world as Queen Latifa for more than a couple decades ago. Bursting onto the hip-hop scene has often been called the first lady of hip-hop, but given her ever-present influence on the culture, particularly how it casts women, the term that's most appropriate is right there in her name, Queen. Queen Latifa. It's hard to imagine Beyond's brand of feminism or even cries for solidarity among women in modern music. Latifa called out the misogyny in hip-hop at the time, opportunities to ask for quite much at all weren't being given opportunities to ask for much at all. She infused feminism into rap music when female artists were barely allowed through the door, and then she left it open. So if we talk about the song again, the song itself was released on November 9th in 1993. In 1993 it was in the US, and then 6 January 1994 in the UK. The song was recorded in 1993, and then it came from the album Black Range under the label Motor Records. The writer of the songs are Queen Latifa and Kier Gist with the nickname KG. She is also the rap icon, stands up for her fellow woman and calls out of abusive men whose wrongs range from street harassment to domestic abuse. Who you calling up? She retorts at the patriarchy. It's all from me. My name is Agung Rambe with the student ID 170705